Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What's going on? All right, y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, all right. Now, whoo, daylight savings time edition. They would say this is the 57th edition. Yes, it's Sunday madness of pretty much. You know, we talk about everything, a little bit of everything from the week. So, okay. So we didn't. Sunday Madness. Yep, Sunday Madness. So it's pretty much like we have a summary of what's going on, but damn, I didn't know I had this not entering the funds. Okay. So category. Okay, let me get the category right. Let me get the category right. Okay, let's save. All right, let's get the category right. All right, here we go. Shouts to everybody that came last week. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, I'm just watching. In the background, I'm watching World Class. They talking about Aaron O and all these other clowns, but we'll discuss them clowns with their pedophilia or ways in these so-called spaces. That's why I had to remove myself from them dudes years ago. But we're gonna talk about it. Like, why is this trending and these topics is failing and people don't like podcasts? We're gonna talk about that today. We're gonna talk about why people don't like modern day podcasts, why people don't like strenuous relationship subjects. So pretty much, this is daylight savings time. This is where a lot of people's about to die. I'll say from diseases and things like that nature. So it's pretty much you're in it, you know. What's going on? It's just it goes to show you a lot of people don't have nothing to talk about in these so-called podcasts. They would say there's a lot of podcasts some people like listen to, like sports podcasts. I used to listen to them years ago, and they talked about the latest games and especially LeBron and them. Not just LeBron, but I'll say Kobe. I'll say Kobe because LeBron, he was brand new in '03. He was coming out of high school. But prior to that, they was talking about the old legends and things like that. But when LeBron was around, he was mentioned mid tier of 2011. But prior to that, he was just a young star, rising the early years when he came. So yeah, podcasts. I've been listening to them since '03. About tech podcasts for years. My dad used to listen to X and Ray. We used to listen in the house. I was going to high school at the time. I was a lot younger. Talk about the latest tech and all that other stuff. That was a thing. It was basic podcasts. Now you got podcasts that talk about relationship stuff that ruined it. Comedy was good. The comedy podcast was good, but when the relationship, the sexual shit came, it killed the essence of what podcast is now. Now you see the most overrated microphone of all time. I know a certain individual said that's spirit. No, it ain't. It killed podcasts. It actually killed YouTube in a way because you see them all the time with the big YouTubers. That mic is so overrated. A lot of people say if they see you with that mic, they just ain't gonna watch you. Everybody's doing it. But prior to the pandemic, they scoff at it and hate at it. But then it became a thing in 2020. So bear with me where I'm going with this. Years ago, you didn't see that many pod. Nobody liked it. It had its place, but it wasn't a thing. People like recording and be on camera screaming, yelling on a cell phone and on a stick. Despite me being on a microphone, I have a different type, but we ain't gonna get into that. But one thing I could say about these modern podcasts, they gotten stale. A lot of people don't like it. They're not impressed by it. And I understand about people's feelings, and it could be the creator, it could be the theme of what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Especially these music people, of course, they're gonna use certain mics that's gonna benefit them. The most I listen to is the Devin Way show. He has a fun show. They talk about everything. They talk about life, a little bit of relationships. I expect entertainers to talk about that stuff, but when it comes to overly doing it on YouTube like it's a daily thing, that's not content, bro. And talk about they have problems, and it's the individual that's presenting the content to you. So you got to blame him instead of the content that he has. It's him, how he presents his content, how he presents himself. That affects how you in your thinking. See me, I talk about a little bit of politics and sports and everyday life, a little bit of relationships, but I don't do relationship topics very well because that ain't my thing. That ain't my focus because you're focused on another significant other. If it's legit, legit. But if you're out here dating, I don't do dating topics because I think they're stale. We already know that's been destroyed. We just talk about the realistics, what's going to happen in the future if this keeps continuing. A lot of these dudes, they just like to hear themselves talk when they talk about these topics. I'm just gonna be honest with you. They like to hear themselves talk. Now, do I like to hear myself talk every now and then when I'm talking about something I'm interested in? Yeah, but outside of it, I don't. When it comes to relationship, I don't really hear myself talk on that. I don't really care for that. It's just like a stalemate. But I understand why people like them. I understand it's entertaining and all that other stuff. But nobody's impressed by that. I mean, after the pandemic, it really set people back. But yeah, everybody's doing podcasts now. They doing all types. It's not a good thing. It's actually a bad thing because most people ain't learning for nothing. They just doing the same shit they did in 2020. Prior to that, it wasn't respectable. In the audio community, it was respectable, but it wasn't that respectable when people praised it. They praised it later on. No, I mean it's so divided. That's why YouTube's so divided over bullshit all the time. This is why I don't take this site so seriously. It's so fake. So many fake people on here, and they just let you know what time it is. Anytime you see a lot of people hating on something, you're just no different than the video game community. Kind of like there's a lot of fanatics in those communities, like Fallout, for example. That community is trash. Just like the Rockstar community, that community is trash. They want to nut right what Rockstar does, and Rockstar hadn't treated their employees very well, and they left them. So the next GTA is going to be a little bit somewhat good, but I don't think it's going to be terrible. But it's going to be very mediocre. It's just keep that in mind. A lot of these companies ain't perfect either. It's just like people have this mentality. They think everything's supposed to be good all the time, but it don't work that way. It's ups and downs. There's ups and downs to this shit. So you see people trying their hardest to get their stuff off the ground, and I never collab with nobody, not on this site at all, and there's a reason why I don't. It's a waste. I get my shit out of the mud too, and I do the work. And it took years to get where I'm at now. I didn't get 1,000 subscribers until probably I'll say 4 years ago. 4 years ago, that's when I just got it 4 years ago, and I wasn't doing content at all. I didn't even care. In 2020 came around, I started participating in chat rooms, couple of panels. I've been on panels. You can see the old stuff. I was there. In 2021, I was on panels a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I did start my own channel doing the same thing. Did hour streams, did all that. In 2022, it's kind of like it was a wash for me, but in the end, I don't mind doing pre-records. I'm starting doing pre-records again this coming up this year because see the whole last year I did a couple of live streams there and there and then pre-records on the side if I felt like the day was missing. But I dropped them in the summer, right? But this year I did the same thing with January and I decided to do pre-records in January instead of just doing live streams. That's what I did. But then the so-called Black History Month, I just like, look, let me do this and that's it. End the series and then just stream once. That's what I'm gonna start doing. That's gonna be my thing when I start doing this stuff. But the recordings, it don't really matter. But the streaming, I have to pick a day that I like to stream the most. But it's very vital. You know what I mean? I'll post it in time. Sometimes I don't like streaming at night, but I'll keep the Thursday thrills as much as I can. And max that out. I will stream every Thursday thrills. I'll try, and I'll probably at the end of the round before the summer's out, in the spring, Thursday is what it is. But I will do pre-records. I'll do vlog streams. I'll do all that. in the spring. I already know I'm gonna be outside when it gets warm. Start talking my ish. But it's like I see this all the time. People don't like certain podcasts. I understand that people talk about Aaron O and all that stuff, but we're gonna get to world class. What do you mean by that? Because that dude, yeah, he destroyed them in so many facets with his minions and all that. That sphere has been washed, man. They've been destroyed since like 2021 with their little nonsense 2 years ago, and then prior to like that, they ain't really did much. So they was on the watch, man. It is what it is. We'll get into the NBA for a minute. It's just all around topics today. So it's like I see why people don't like a lot of podcasts. I see because it's the same redundant stuff. I've seen sports podcasts are good. I've seen some of them. Live stream's good, but you can't have like a little nice podcast. You can just put it up there and just say, "Hey." I just don't see people just doing that. You know, that's all I see. I don't see what he's talking about. I stopped playing Fallout after 76. If the crowd moves left, I go right. Exactly. Yeah. I just got into Fallout. I'm playing one of my completed saves. I named my character Phil from the Railroad. He looks like Nate, the default character, Nate in the face, right? And the other character, I named him Nate. He looks different. I gave him blue eyes and brown hair. He's my Brotherhood of Steel character. I played him earlier this morning. I play him later on tonight, to get the Scrounger perk. This one, I'm doing the same thing with this. Get a Scrounger perk, a couple of perks on this one because I ain't gonna be on here much longer. But yeah, I didn't start getting into this Fallout shit. I would say about January, and it crashed on me a couple of times when I was into the game. When I start playing those DLCs a little bit early, like Far Harbor, that kind of ruined it, and then Nuka World, and that kind of just threw me off from a loop. But I learned my lesson though. But it still works. It's I tell you where it crashes at. When you go to East Boston and those places like up in where the railroad is and those areas, that's when it starts crashing. I'm like, damn. But sometimes most people say that's a common problem in all Bethesda games. They've been having these for years, and I've been looking at old YouTube channels and old videos that they were saying they make current videos, and they said this is a Bethesda problem since the beginning of launch. I said, damn, they've been doing this for a while. And they said a new Fallout game is going to come real soon, but it's going to be single player. It's not going to be multiplayer. So they remember what happened to 76. 76 is okay. I haven't tried it. And most people don't really care for it. It's mixed. You know what I mean? But I will try that New Vegas. I saw one in Walmart. They had the Ultimate Edition, all the DLCs. I will definitely try New Vegas. That's the one I really probably should pursue. I will pursue that. I'll definitely pursue that. But I'm glad you mentioned a lot of people stopped playing it because of 76. Yeah, I remember. I remember that. I was I think when it came out 2018, 20, I remember that. I remember that. 2019 like it was yesterday. And this is why I left the workplace then. I remember people was pissed. All over YouTube. This is before I even got back into the content creation thing again. But that crowd is crazy. That's kind of like this crowd what we see in these so-called manosphere spaces. Yeah. He started commenting in 2019. Yeah, but that's the point. That's the point. People start where they start. I've been commenting on comments on YouTube since 2007. Prior to that, I had a channel than this. That was my first channel, but it got knocked down years ago in 2012 on some terroristic shit. They looking at it as revolutionary shit. They just didn't want that crowd to grow. So I understand why people don't understand much people ain't got no subject matter. Well, subject matter matters what you're talking about, what's going on around the world. But I understand why things are changing. People going this way, they're going Rumble and all that. And I said this, there's gonna be some changes on YouTube because they're dealing with that 230 thing with the law thing. So it's pretty much hit or miss. But if you want to do something on YouTube, it takes time, it takes patience. Once you do it the right way, people will follow you. It takes time. That support system has to rock with you, whatever it is that you're speaking on. I don't understand why people just get caught up into that, you know? He said, he's still talking about Fallout. Okay, let me read his comment. Oh man, the game series literally changed my mindset in life in certain ways. Yeah, yeah. This one has too. The fourth one. When I played the fourth game, man, I'm gonna tell you something. It has a lot of shit that we're seeing right now. And I said, and I preach this wasteland culture, and that's why you got to see this avatar, this vault boy with the Tommy gun. When I look at that, I mean, that's a smokescreen of what that symbolism, what that boy is. And Vaultec was just dirty. I won't say it like this. That company Vaultec is dirty. Much like you see in corporations how dirty they are. But that fourth game, how they told about the Institute is a little bit accurate. And mostly said they're the villains. I don't think they're the villains. The villains to me should be the Brotherhood still. They're the most villains. They want the all the tech, not Institute. Institute is a semi-villain secondary. I don't even view them as the main threat. They just know this is a wasteland. You got too many scavengers to be settlers, they would say. Most settlers look like damn scavengers. I'm sorry, they just do. Because they scavenge for shit. Scavengers and settlers are on the same level. That's why the raiders always attack them. They always attack them. And the raiders, that's part of the wasteland. Because their brains was somewhat fried and just went mad, you know. That's what happened to the raiders. And then you got an organized group that's similar to the raiders. They're mercenaries, and they call themselves the Gunners. The Gunners were just dirty. The good thing about the Gunners, they don't care about settlers like that, and they just protect themselves. As long as you don't threaten them, you're good. But in reality, they just no different than the Raiders. They attack settlements. They just don't care. They worse than the Raiders. I thought the Raiders were worse. I said, no, these Gunners are worse. I see why. So if you have a faction like the Minutemen backing you, the Minutemen is just one dimensional to me. They sound noble, but they have too many weaknesses. That's your crew. Hell, the Raiders will destroy them with their conventional weapons. Now the Nuka War Raiders, that's a whole different ballgame. We ain't get into that. Them guys are savages. Bethesda did that. Yeah, man. That those game series is just. I remember when it was popular when they came out when I was younger. I should have had these games years ago. I used to play the first person games. The only one I played was the first two Doom games. One from the arcade and the other one I got on PC. That was Doom 2 when I was younger. And I also played their recent game a couple of years back. It was called Rage. I played the first one and the second one. It was pretty solid. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid what they have, but anything from Bethesda, you already know they're gonna do their games. And then Obsidian did the New Vegas. That's probably their best one. It has that award more like anything else. Ramsey to Miami. Okay, the Rams are reportedly sending star Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins for a 2023 third round pick and tight end Hunter Long. Oh wow, that's a good pickup by Miami. First he was in Jacksonville. Now he's with the Rams. I think he got a chip off of that. Yeah, man. I don't know why people call themselves. I'm a MILF. They use that term. Only white women call themselves MILF. Well, so-called white women call themselves MILF. They said there's such thing as a black MILF. Nope, it doesn't exist. They create those pornography terms. I mean, let's just keep it real. Black women ain't creating nothing. She didn't know her place. You can't do that. What they do. I don't know why they try to be in the industry like that. It's a lot of them try to. No, it ain't the same. And then you wonder why niggas cheat. They cheat all the time. They cheat on panels. They cheat in chat rooms. They cheat in on Twitter. It's internet based now. It's not like nobody's meeting up. And there's a reason for that because the pandemic destroyed everybody's mindset. Made y'all want to enjoy tech more. But you know how it is. You know how it is. But anyways, but yeah, in the sports, it's pretty much the same. There's some good teams out there in the NBA. So, I know everybody talks about football, but my Kings is what, 40-26. That's that Mike Brown. Mike Brown's doing a great job. Darren Fox and them, salute to them. Don't give a fuck about no Grizzlies or no Nuggets. They need to go sit down somewhere. The Suns, mediocre. I don't care about the Suns. Suns ain't shit. I know they got Kevin Durant. Kevin's okay. He acts like a whiny baby sometimes. Clippers, they're okay. But I'm not a Clippers fan. I don't even like the Suns or the Clippers that matter. But they're in the same division as my Kings. Warriors is in the playoff hunt. They're the defending champs from last year. They have the experience. So they're solid. They're solid. They said Lakers are in the playoff hunt. Of course, Lakers in the playoff hunt. They try to make it to the playoffs, but the Lakers are just garbage. Okay? They're just garbage. Let's just keep it real. They'll lose some games. LeBron cares about stats at this point. LeBron's just stat padding at this point. But the Bucks, they up high. Celtics up high. Bucks gonna take the East. Cleveland's pretty solid. You know what I mean? And then you also have these teams. It's just the East is what it is now. Let's see what's going on in this room. The world class that went off. Yeah. It's pretty much the same, but let's see what world class is doing. Yeah, he doing a live panel. I didn't want to get up on there and just talk. It's pretty much the same. Team Fatty versus Jay Prince of President on the Aaron O show. Man, say no to fatty foods. That nigga tried to tell me, what's your beef with Fantastic? I said, dude, you don't know the history we have. We go way back in 2023. Not 2023, 2020. With the George Floyd shit. The election of Biden and Trump. And I support certain individuals on that side. He got pissed off. And that's just basically what I'm seeing right now. But I understand why people are upset in this lifetime. They just know that this is pretty much over, at this point. Appreciate the lights, though. Yeah. It's on fire today. But you gotta understand, because this is, this fast time, you go see some more diseases and deaths. I'm gonna tell you that. Because in World War One, this is kind of like man-made. This is man-made, by the way. All of it's man-made. They try to say other countries always said, no, it's man-made. You're controlled by the white man. He controls where you sleep and time and do everything. So-called white man, because Esau, as them, the same people, call themselves white and everything else in superiority, controls every damn thing. So it's like, if you damn if you do, damn if you don't, but you gotta understand, he understands the emotions. They also around those emotions. Yeah, I try not to lean forward, but I'm getting good. Brain is acting all crazy. Hope it don't get naughty. Hey, what's going on, Tony? Man, that interview, that was solid. I had to share that. That was solid. That was a good interview. I watched half. I probably have to watch it again, but yeah, y'all subscribe to him, man. Tony's on fire right now. But anyways, I know people don't like certain live streams and podcasts on YouTube, and this has been a thing, kind of like in anything else. It's just like anything else. Don't you know you have a gaming community? And I want to figure out something. When I watch a lot of Fallout videos, that's what I've been watching lately, despite sports. I've been so in tune with Fallout, like destruction of nuclear and all this other shit. That's been fucking with my head the longest. It's got so much rich content, so much lore, and I subscribe to this big YouTuber. His name is Oxhorn. Great job with the lore. Him and Vinyl Puma Gaming. They be having all. He got tips how to do certain things with not just Fallout 4, but any Fallout game. And I didn't know how good the series was, even though I like the Doom series and their Rage series, right, from Bethesda. But man, I mean, I see why people like Fallout, and it makes sense. It is a crazy game, you know. It's kind of wacky and all that. But the point of all this, what I mean by people have preference of what they like and don't like, just like why in comparison to the podcast, most people prefer the lighting, few microphones, and that, and camera shots, right? But the audio community wants you to have more mics, less lighting, and more into the dialogue. And most people don't like that. I mean, you can have both, you can have everything. But what I found out is everybody's divided on that. Same with the Fallout community. They're divided about power armor versus not wearing power armor. And what I say to that is in the game, if you play Fallout 4, power armor to me is kind of essential. If you're fighting those big creatures like the Deathclaws and all that, it makes sense. If you're not wearing power armor, that's understandable and you got better armor pads and all that. That's cool. But you know how many first person shooters that have that type of lifestyle of not lifestyle, but I'll say a lot of games that have the armor plates and then you have the gun. Any game can customize the guy's wares. You see it in Call of Duty. All those games have that. But power armor is what separates all the shooter games combined. And you can use it as a vehicle. Case in point, Fallout 4, the Game of the Year edition I'm playing as right now. It's known for that. It's known for basically that. The whole series is known for that. Now, Power Armor is different in other games because you didn't have to use fusion cores like you do in 4 and 76. Now, the new one's the same concept. 4 kind of changed how the dynamics of what Power Armor is going to be like in the future. I'm just saying that, but there's a community of the Fallout community do not like when people play with Power Armor, which is kind of asinine to me. Those people are stuck in playing those games. I can tell what type of players they are. And the ones that use power armor know what the hell they talking. They probably play Borderlands and other games that's essential to the game. It's essential. It's essential. Y'all can't tell me power armor is not essential. It's essential to any difficulty level. If you don't have those armor plates from those guys you killed and things like that, you gotta look at the big picture. You gotta look at the big picture. You have to look at the big picture. Yeah, I'm playing this right now, but you know, I decided to turn it down because I didn't want no noise leakage to the mic. So you know how that goes. And I just picked up Scrounger the other day. And I tell you, this shit is wild, man. But a community that doesn't like power armor. I'm just saying that in comparison of anything else in life. Most people, you have an audience that don't like stuff that they deem as weak or whatever, and all this other stuff. But you got those people; they do exist for a reason. People have a right to what they like and don't like, and I respect that. But their reasons is kind of asinine to me because it's cool to have armor plates, but who does that? Let's just keep it real. Like they have some good stuff, and then when you use it, it's not the same as you know, you got a limit to some things. There's some limitations in those abilities with armor on your body. It's cool to have them in the beginning of the game, but then when you use a power armor, there's certain perks to fix that. You already know it's essential to get certain perks, but we ain't gonna get into the perks talk because it's you know I know it's video game logic. A lot of y'all don't. You know, that's one of my hobbies that I get into. I have other hobbies. I mean, I used to do sports and all that stuff. But one of the main things I understood was I have different hobbies I'm into. Yeah, I like lifting weights and physical fitness and all that. But I also cared about other things too. So many hobbies I get into. It's not even fun. That's why I don't trip off this internet shit and this live streaming what they will say label as podcast. I don't trip off of it all the time, you know? But that's just the thing with me. That's just my preference. It's not everybody else's preference, but that's my preference. Y'all don't have to agree with it or whatever. It's just what it is. It's just like that's how I feel about it. Nobody's not gonna stop me from doing it, and it's pretty much like I have that freedom. But make no mistake, everybody's not on that same wavelength. So I understand why people do what they do. I see why people do what they do. Yeah, but it's a solid series, man. Like I just want to talk about something, but yeah, I've been noticing that lately on YouTube because people are divided on some dumb shit they should have resolved years and years ago. What's going on, Tampa? Salute. Yeah, man, they divide on that shit for years and years ago. He said, "Have you play Outer Worlds? It's a good game, but to they were trying too hard to be New Vegas." Yeah, yeah, I've heard of Outer Worlds. I haven't played it, but I heard it was solid. Yeah, it's a lot of good open world role playing games out there. Now, the one I played in recent years is Witcher 3. I tried to get that on Death March on the PS4. I said, nah, my build was kind of there's no way to beat Detloff if you using signs or some type of alchemist builds and it's kind of useless at the point because I understand the game, but my enthusiasm playing it, I just kind of just stopped and said, "F it." I said, "Fuck it, man. I'm not playing this," and I was done after that. So I should have had these games years ago. If these first person shooters was this good role playing, I didn't know that, and then I heard Skyrim's good. I'm not big on Skyrim. I don't really care because I once you start playing Witcher 3 third person and that the horseback, it's kind of hard to go to that game. But Skyrim's good. I've heard it was good. But this company make all those games. But I'm in the futuristic shooting and shit like that. That's my thing. But it's a lot of good games out there besides Fallout. Yeah, I've played several games besides sports games I used to as a kid, but I always into military games and sports. That was my thing. But then later on, I branched out to. I always had fighting games too when I was younger, but I also had some shooters later on. But I had shooters since I was a kid too, when the Doom series. But I didn't know this company made Fallout. Man, I should have played the first two. But it makes you want to play the third New Vegas and the fourth game and probably 76. I know people don't like 76. Don't hate on me. I gotta see it for myself. If I like 76, the only reason if I'm getting it is probably that the settlement building, the style of the fusion cores, and thanks to Fallout 4, it kind of messed me up, but I still like this game. You can have different builds what you want in characters. And it's pretty much it. I might do a stream, just explain they have some crazy perks, but I'll let y'all know sometime, probably Thursday thrills or whatever, what the perks you get in the game. That's just a topic, a small topic to segue what I'm about to say in a minute. But mostly these games came at a time when people need them and they're just buying time to get lost into it. 76, what hurt it was bugs and glitches and everything else. Yes, the lore breaks. It's so many lore breaks, but they always put it back together. These companies, they do it to sell money. They just want you to know here's who you side with, but sometimes it breaks lore every now and then. But they'll explain it and double down. It's not a lore break. Knowing these companies, they can say what they want. It's kind of like Rockstar. You can't tell them nothing. They've been around for years, and this company's been around more years than Rockstar. But we ain't gonna get into Bethesda Game Works. I ain't trying to hate on, but Bethesda's gonna do what they do. Okay, we buy this shit and just move on. They gonna make their money. They gonna make their money regardless. He said, it's about the quality of the content first because the best equipment with no talent or skill is useless to the gear. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Most people are useless to the gear. To me, when I start getting into it's cool, but I use it for other means. I don't use it to scream and yell about relationships. You know what I use it for? I try to use it for probably my historical content, political commentary. I use it like for that. Something basic, but it works. But you use it for different purposes, though. Like the newscast and all like that. That's basically me, so to speak. That's why I made this Sunday Madness what it is, kind of like a daily thing. But when I do the daily Sunday dailies, you're gonna see me with a different microphone cammed up and talking about what's really out here like that. You know what I mean? He said, I haven't played video games in many years. The games you brought up are bangers. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I mean, most people stop playing games probably. Well, most people never stop playing. You got them on your fucking phones. Because I'm in my 30s. Eventually, I may stop, but it'll be off and on. But I'll probably stop going in on like hours, probably at an older age. Probably, I'll say I'm in my 40s. Probably, I'll use it time to time, but won't play as much. I'm gonna tell you something. I haven't played a lot of sports games probably since I got turned in my 30s. I don't even play a lot of sports games. You know the games I play now? I play games like this, like Fallout and games role playing and probably less and less games now. And I just play classics. I don't play the standard of people video game rush and get all these DLCs and stuff. I don't do that. I used to when it was something, but I don't now because people was on some BS. So yeah, I kind of stopped playing a lot of certain genres of games for years. So it's been a minute. So I understand the sympathy. I understand the sympathy of that. You know, it's pretty much it. It's like having 4K camera with a dirty wall and a whack background. See, YouTube as the new radio station, so many times I would be handling business while listening, no cam up needed. Exactly. Exactly. It's true. It's true. Look, Tony, this is correct. What he say about that? Yes. Like it's like having 4K camera with a dirty wall. That's true. And a lot of people that has 4K, you see they dirty environments. They ain't got the best studio They don't. If you the average big YouTuber, I'll say that's up in the millions, double millions in my subscribers, right? Has the shittiest locations. And a lot of times it's not their home, it's also the places they're at. So 95% of the time, they get the most views. But usually, like you said, if you're not cammed up, that's true. I'm one of those channels, but I do cam up every now and then. You do know I do go outside and all that stuff. That's just to show you I'm active. Even then, I don't have to show you everything about Georgia. Georgia's not just come see it and see if it's you can see me, whatever. But it's pretty much I see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? But most people don't have to travel to come see us or whatever. You know, they could just listen to this. The voice is what matters. The other stuff is just nonsense. You know, camming up isn't everything. Let me tell you something. I didn't get a lot of views when I was cammed up in my earlier days on this channel. No, it started off slow because my previous channel I had before was a small channel. I had like what 128 subscribers. I'm gonna tell you the most I had. The most subscribers I had on that channel it was 128. I got flagged based on that, and I was getting views left and right, left and right. Here it's like it's similar, but it's a little better. But when I left this shit in 2014, 2015 to 2019 was the absent period, and 2020, 6 years. 6 years later, going on, 6 years later, like 2021, I came back officially. Already had 1,000, but I already had 1,000 in 2019. I saw the numbers grow and it grew. People was watching my old stuff. That's pretty much it. That's how that happened. That's how that happened. That's how I got 1,000. I didn't buy them. I didn't do none of that. Like my man said, world class. He didn't buy none of that. I didn't do none of that. So it's pretty much, yeah, you absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. See, I engage too, unlike most of these niggas. Sometimes I don't cam up. He said, "I'll read this again." Sometimes I don't want. I don't want to cam up. I want no played. I want. He said, "Okay, I'll read this again." Sometimes I don't want to cam up. I want to play records and focus on being a DJ. My avatar of my hands on the CD decks is enough for my radio show. I only cam up to crack jokes and troll yeah, yeah, yeah. I do that too. I do that on my vlog space. I crack jokes. Or I'll say throw shots. Most is semi jokes and shock sarcasm. What I do outside on the vlog streams, I speak my mind. It's random. It's maniacally random. But what it is like I'm doing the same thing outside. That's why I vlog stream. If you want to see my face, I will give you a vlog stream if y'all want this attention like that, because there's a lot of weird dudes. Well, I need all this attention. I need all this attention to get a cam up or cameo person. So it's like, bruh, y'all thirsty for attention. Y'all on some gay shit, but we ain't gonna get into that because a lot of these dudes is weird anyway. That be on that Lapeef, Aaron Ho shows and so-called Fight Club. They clowns. I don't have to come up with none of these niggas. Not on these type of lives. Hell no. They thirsty. They worse than these hoes, man. And that's why you got enabling hoes and prostitutes on here, man. Like, I understand y'all like pornography. That's cool. Just go on and admit it. Just go on and admit it. Like, if you like it, you like it. Don't be ashamed. If you like this shit, that's on you. You're just a struggling dude. That's all. And you gonna get clowned. We clown everybody. I clown all types of people. I clown myself every now and then if I'm doing dumb shit. Y'all just got to understand, I don't really care at this point. I don't really care at this point. I get to the point I care about my content every now and then. I don't even care. And it's getting to the point I'm like, bruh, it's just why even bother? Why even bother? And I'm just looking at it like this. If y'all like doing it, that's cool. But I just don't really care. And I got to the point I'm not even mad at these niggas though. I'm not even mad at nobody at this point. I'm happy with myself. If y'all got issues with yourselves, y'all need to get that checked out. Y'all need some therapy. See, that sexual shit that y'all be on, like we know what that is. Like, bro, you need to calm down. And it's nothing personal to nobody. It's just like, like nigga, y'all need to get off this shit, man. See, I left this shit for some years, and y'all saw how I turned out, and now I'm decent. It's just I don't be on it like that. That's my whole purpose of me coming back. Do some content and then talk about what's relevant with me or whatever, and then some other things and see what's going on in these certain spaces. I was curious what these niggas was doing because that was something in the day. Didn't y'all fell off? A lot of pedo vibes, and Taz broke it down. I don't care for him like that, but he broke it down about these certain dudes. And Tampa exposed some of these dudes' emotions. One of them was screaming at the village arsonist VA. It's some crazy shit. He's like, man, fuck you, man. They acting crazy on the panel. I'm like, what the hell is your problem, dude? Like, get your ass outside and get a life. Shit. Like he's having an erection and orgasm or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is he tripping about? These niggas, the way they be arguing, like hoes, man. I can't stand it. I remember when AM tried to challenge me to come on his panel after I disagreed in his chat. I was like, nah, fam, it's not that serious. I'm too cool to care the art of not art of not giving a fuck. Exactly. See, that's how you gotta tell these things because they weird, bro. Like they on some sexual shit. Like, dude, get you a woman or something, man. Like, damn. It's not that serious, man. That's why Ask Nathaniel said it best, man. Shouts out to Nate, the billionaire mindset, man. Like, these dudes is weird, man. He said niggas care too much. You damn right they care too much. They care. They so territorial, man. Yeah, they said some weird stuff. Yeah, shouts out to World Class. See you be out here. But I'm just saying, like, say no to fatty foods, folks. Say no to fatty foods. But it's just like I don't understand why niggas be tripping about what they be saying. They weird anyway. That whole little sphere they got is weirdos. They're weird in general. You got nice women over there. They decent. Now Courtney was cool. I love you some Courtney. She looked good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna be honest. She looked good. She's from the state where I'm from originally, but she's all right. I mean, she got a few baggage, but she's honest though. She's tolerable. I would say like that. But we ain't gonna get into Courtney. But shouts out to her too. But These dudes is weird, man. They got these nice women, decent women, and they don't even know how to act around them. It's crazy. I don't know why Q messes with them. Q needs to just go in on these dudes. She know every dirty little secret they be doing. She know. I mean, it's a shame that she side with them niggas, but that's her. I'm not hating. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I don't really care. Hey, if you side with them, that's cool. I already know what it is. It's cool if you like. You like that nigga. You think I can't? No, I sleep good at night. Okay, I'm worried about other shit. I sleep good, unlike you niggas. Y'all don't sleep good. That's why y'all stay up like 13 to 40 40-hour live streams, 13 hour. Like, come on, man. That shit is retarded. That's not podcast. That's overkill. Okay? That's overkill. And I'm gonna read what he said. Tony's a fool. I refuse to back and forth with niggas unless they're trying to negotiate a price on beats or a discount on my merch. Exactly. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't go back and forth with it. I don't know these niggas. We ain't boys like that unless we cool with the family and shit. Yeah, we'll debate. We ain't gonna argue like whores. No, we're gonna construct and talk. But you got these same sexual ass niggas in the so-called manosphere, the modern day manosphere, and all over the place. And this goddamn fake red pill space, blue pill space at the end. They're same sexuals. They support pedophilia. They try to say they don't, but they do. Especially the so-called, I hate the term passport bros. I don't know why y'all call yourselves that. I call y'all the fallen bros. Y'all lost. I understand. I don't say it like this. It's okay to travel. Just don't travel for the box. If you're not marrying those women, stop using them as prostitutes. I'm just word of advice. Don't do it. I know some people that struggle and they don't live long over there. Shouts to Nate for saying he's telling truth. And I used to work with people that used to travel and they tell you, just be careful over there. They don't like us like that. And shouts to the Black Pride. He's the only one I listened to years ago say, just be careful over there. You got to watch this, especially Black. They don't like us like that. So when y'all travel, just learn some history about the cultures. Just don't do it for whoredom, please. Don't do it. Because it makes us all look bad at the end. We're already jammed up enough. We'll speak on it later why I say y'all need a new name. Y'all need a new name, period. I ain't dissing y'all. I'm just saying from the bottom of my heart, y'all need a new name. If y'all want to be traveling, if you're official, just say I'm traveling for knowledge or something. Or get a real name. I want something authentic at this point. I just can't take that name. That's the lamest name. Don't follow these lame niggas that ain't got no life and ain't got no game, no fundamentals of themselves, and not just game for women, just game for yourself to understand how the world works. It's a lot of sorry people on this internet shit, man. Like, live your life right. Don't travel for the vagina. I don't care if it's tricking or pimping. Don't do none of that. Black men needs to change his image, period. His image needs to be proper, well-rounded. Have fun, but just don't be reckless. That's all I'm saying. Don't be reckless. That's my advice to y'all that's y'all be on that brainwash. I'm trying to unbrainwash y'all to say, don't be a fallen bro. Be a solidified traveler and be honest. Travel with efficiency, gain some knowledge, do business. Just don't go out there for whoredom. That's self-sabotage kills us all the time. I'm gonna speak about self-sabotage. I'm gonna do a vlog about self-sabotage hurts us way more than anything else. Self-sabotage. Let's keep that in mind. There are some cool women in this space. I actually do some legit business with them, and some have purchased my hoodies and donated to my cash app. And I don't do the gender war content on here. On here hustling. Exactly. I don't do that either. I stay far away from that because it ain't for us. We lose at the end. We already proved that back in the day, but now it's gotten worse. Nah, they got it. They got it. They got it. He said, "What happened to Black Pride?" Oh, Black Pride, man. He's laying low, man. He's like a militia guy. He don't want to be involved with his YouTube shit. He did that years ago. He's on a mission. Shouts out to him though, but he's on a whole nother level. Y'all can find his old videos and you know who I'm talking about. But he has a channel, but it's been a while since he posted. He's living his life too. He ain't worried about this nigga shit. I'm just documenting what's going on, okay? That's what I'm doing. That's the whole point of Sunday Madness and talk about real topics and stuff like that. Sports. I just told you about sports. I just talked about The video games I'm into now, like Fallout and other games. There's other games out there besides this too. I'm gonna try them too, but I don't play as much as I used to. I done slow down. When in my youth, when I was 9 up to my 20s, I was hardcore in the video games. But in my 30s, I kind of slowed down off of that. You know what I mean? I'm into other things too. It's just me. I still love the hobby, but I just don't be in it as much. I do other things too. It's just me. The Lost Boys is what you should call them. That's good. That's good. Yeah, yeah. I'll call them the Lost Boys. Yeah, shouts out to Tony. That I'll use that. I'll use that as a reference. Passport is gone have been low key. They fucking up my production vacation spots. I used to travel with my drum machine and cook up beats in Colombia. Yep, yep. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. That's a great name. Oh yeah, I might have to steal that. I still call them Fallen Bros. We can call them Lost Boys. That's another one. I'll name. I'll get. I'll make a list. I'll make a list, and we're gonna talk about self sabotage and break that down specifically for them. Travel with knowledge. I'm gonna get into it. That's a separate stream I'm gonna do. I might do that this week. I may do that this week. I may do that this week or next week. Don't quote me on it, but I will do it. I will do it. I don't know when, but if I do it Friday, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Don't quote me on it because I may not do it Friday, but if I ever do it, I'll get the chance to do it. Soft hands laughing. Yeah, I know, man. These niggas is wild, bro. Like, I can't go on a live stream when niggas is already. I'm glad Ramil's back. I'm glad he's back. Ramil's got to put this bullshit to bed, man. Shouts out to Ramil. But I gotta check his shit if he's streaming. If he's streaming later or whatever, I ain't gonna be on here this much longer. But I may do it. But the hour's gonna come in. But we're gonna get some minutes off. But I'm telling you, if he comes on, I'm damn sure not gonna be on here this much longer. I'm gonna tell you that right now because he got something to talk about. He's on fire right now as usual. The rest of these niggas be on these panels at that Coliseum. They getting jammed up, and you got that weirdo. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all. Let me just show you something. But shouts out to Reveal. I gotta show y'all. I gotta show y'all this shit. This shit is retarded, bro. This shit is retarded. These same nigga shit. Oh my god. Like we're gonna have to talk. Same nigga shit. Same nigga shit. I gotta show y'all this shit. I gotta show y'all screenshots. I gotta show you this screenshot for a minute. Just bear with me for a minute. But shouts out to Ramil. It's no hate over here. I gotta show y'all this shit. This weirdo shit. This is why I left the shit alone. I gotta show y'all this bullshit. Of course, they punch in the air. They weak. They weak. They can't do what he do. I told this to Kuda, like, look, you can't even get people in the box like that. Ramil, like I said, they play up to him. He says, shake up the pot. Yeah, he did. And stir a spoon a few times. Yeah, that's what he does. His style is uncanny. Like, I gotta show y'all this shit. I gotta show y'all this bullshit, man. Like, the day he came back, salute to him again, Mr. LBMT, Mr. LBMC, Mr. LBM Coliseum, extraordinaire himself, the mighty great Ramil. I ain't worshiping the nigga. I'm just saying this nigga is he's out there, but there's Citizen Lou arguing with this clown, the banana man. Shouts out to Ty City, man. And this jester motherfucker right here. See, these two bitch ass niggas, they're ruining these so-called spaces. And I'm not just hating on these niggas. I just don't like these niggas. Like, I just don't like being on panels with lame bitch ass niggas. Like, talking about the same old regurgitating, retarded ass shit. Get off the pipe with AM, pussy. Both of you. And stop sucking his dick. But I'm just gonna leave that alone. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna be raw and raunchy, but I'm just saying fuck both of them niggas. But they get on my nerves, man. They're fanatics to AM so bad, and he don't give a fuck about none of them two niggas. I can't wait till he clowns these niggas and turn on them. See, you can't trust AM. He's a clown like all the so-called pillars of the modern day manosphere. Now, Ty City and Ramil, they still tight, they still cool. And shouts out to oh boy. But but yeah, man. Gabe said ism is so slow. Gabe always instigating. Ism is so slow. He doesn't realize that Ty City was talking about him as well. What a dummy. Yeah, he was talking about him. Nobody likes this nigga. Nobody likes him and this nigga because they be all over AM's nuts. That's why they don't like these niggas. Nobody in Ramil's chat likes them two niggas. Ramil don't care about them niggas. He using them to get destroyed at the LBM Coliseum. Like I said, nigga, you see me right there. It's on fire. It's on fire. They don't like that nigga. Like them niggas, they're not welcome over here. They're not welcome over here either. So the West Coast here, they ain't beefing. Man, fuck that nigga. He's a disgrace of the Bay Area. Fuck that whole ass nigga, bro. Fuck him. That's all I'm gonna say about that. It's on GP trying to talk shit about me in 2021 and prior to, man, the fuck out of here. But I had to show you this bullshit. I had to leave that shit alone. Like that panel shit was cool in 2021. Probably early 2022. After that, I cut that shit off, man. Look at this shit. But Ramil can maintain it. He know how to get rid of niggas. I can do that too. I just choose not to do it no more because it's a few good people on the panel. That's it. I don't need a long live stream. I don't need to prove that I've done that. I'm capable of doing that. It's just the nigga shit we on, and Ramil had to destroy them niggas, bro. Man, it's kind of great. Let me see what you say about okay, Ramil got receipts online that will debunk any dating coach. That's true. He does. He know. Yeah, he does because he know. He ain't dumb. That's why he got the and the reason I don't fuck with Discord is some shady shit. But when he's on Discord, he does right. See, I didn't do that. See, I ain't gonna go back to that. You know what Discord reminds me of? Reddit. No, the people that own Reddit, they own that. They own the same. No, I ain't doing that. I learned my lesson a long time ago. So he can do it. He's a better man than me. I can't even do it. That ain't my thing. I can do the other ones. So I got Twitter and Instagram to do that. Everybody got receipts on internet. You know, they store that shit. If you have his email address, it's a ball game for you. He's bold for that. To each its own. I prefer privacy with my thoughts. Yeah. See, that's that email shit. That's how he get you. Get you automatically. But see, dudes be telling themselves on panels all that. He said DJ Kuda kind of messed up when he said that all you have to do is give girls weed to sleep with them. That's like a form of tricking for me. In a way, it is, but he says he has no issue with it. He said, and one thing he said that was very telling, he told on himself, he said, tricks got game. And somewhat, I kind of disagree with that, but in a way, he is in where he's from originally, he could say that. That's how they think. But down here, no, they don't have no game at all. No, tricks don't have no game. But that's what he said. See, y'all have to understand, he deals with PUAism. He deals with pickup artistry. He told on himself one time when I was listening on the panel, I was on the panel with him, he supports the pickup artistry. That's his thing. That's what he's trying to sell. That's his hustle. His hustle is PUAism. I ain't mad that he does it. That's just what he do. You know, if he's that and he used his DJ prowess and his meter, I get it. That's not a bad thing. I mean, if you want to be a YouTuber like DJ Academics, that's who he aspired to be. That's not a bad thing. He's in the right market. He just need to stop talking about manosphere shit because it don't make no damn sense. It don't deal with reality because it's not true. Because they on some bullshit with the Alex Jones shit. If I was DJ Kuda, I will go to academics and them niggas, they boost your shit up. He can do that. He just choose not to. See, that's selfish. He's got the talent. He just refused. I told him, you're too good for this shit. If you got people like that, leave these niggas. They ain't gonna. You're around my age. You supposed to evolve and cut these niggas' heads off. That's what he should be doing. See, he's in Lady Boy Central now. And that's his thing. That's cool. But he's supposed to evolve from that. It's just, man, you gotta let them niggas go, man. Let them attack you. That's a shame. Let me go back to the other comments. Okay. He said, I don't watch Cuda. Okay. I get what he's saying though. Yeah, a lot of people say he's a clown. Last time I watched him was like, it's been a minute. Like a full live stream of his. It's probably not, this is before he got in the red. It was like months ago of last year. It's been a minute. But it's been a minute. I peeped in there a few times and I just keep it pushing. But but shouts out to him anyway. Ain't no hate. It's just what it is. Kuda's gonna be who he is. Can't change it, man. But if he chooses to go right, he's doing it, but he just need to just keep doing it. Like, you'll have more prowess that way. And surpass Angerman's bitch ass, man. Like, my God, I don't mind Kuda doing content all day. It don't bother me. I let the bitch smoke this raw come with me. But I ain't about to give a bitch a free weed like a doggy bag from Applebee's. Damn. That's a shot. Yeah, he said Kuda is cool. He actually has some good content for producers to tune in, but the manager stuff is beneath him. He should neglect the rest. Yeah, he should, because you got good talent. You got music. I seen it for myself. I've been on his panels a lot since 2021. Y'all can watch me. We held that shit down one time. And of course, the other individual y'all know is Dre, right? Did that for hours, man. In this chair, very same chair, before I even had mics and shit. He was in. He said he's in the audio community. That's his thing. But see, what he gets caught up on, the so-called management bullshit. They drill him in with the relationship topics, even though he deals with PUAism, the pickup artistry. That's what's hurting him right there. See, the pickup artistry is dead, man. I try to tell him that shit died a long time ago, and just like Ramil said, that shit's gone. They got us. It's gotten to the point that women control that. They control that. They control that. And the more I see him, and Nate said this too. Shouts to the billionaire mindset, aka Ask Nathaniel. He says something that's very valuable, that a lot of dudes are struggling out here, and they're afraid of these females, which is, there's some truth to that. The ones that never approach. I approached several females, even in the workplace, off work, even not going out when I'm shopping, but normally off my downtime. I used to do that. I used to do that back in the day in my 20s. I don't do that no more because it's like they on some weird vibes right now. But I don't mind approaching. I can still do it again. I just don't have the time for it. That takes effort. But yeah, man, it's getting bad out here, And they tripping about no man approaches them. Well, it's the attitude and the climate of these topics. But people get caught up on the wrong things, and then they get caught up, and there they are. It's a shame that people just get caught up like that. Let me see something real quick. I'm just putting this in here for a minute. Anybody decide to be froggy? Everybody decide to be froggy. Okay. I'll do this. Okay, copy. And then we're going to do it down here. Get this thing on the way because I know it's an hour. I know people getting excited. And let me see something real quick. Pin the message. And it's pretty much it. It's just like, you understand what's going on. it's basically, up in there. But he said, PUA is a relationship shit though. Yeah, it is. It is. But it's a bunch of bullshit though. It holds no weight. But let me see who else read. I gotta catch up these comments. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a player in real life, but these bras come and go, just like the content about them does. Exactly. It's a glass ceiling with the dating coach content. Exactly. Honestly, these women are giving box away. Exactly. Exactly. That's very true. That is very true. And I've been telling him that for a minute. It's gotten worse, man. Like the internet done killed it. They said it best, and I agree with him. It is bad. Technically, I have 4 jobs at three, but guys got fired from messing with them. Exactly. That's very common. There, I've seen that coming up in the workforce. It's been a minute since I've been in it. Trying to find the proper one right now, but on the side. But other things. I'm doing other things, trying to prove myself to the fullest. But it's like it gets daunting. You know what I mean? But doing this content ain't nothing. That's just night and day. It's night and day. It's night and day. Like you got people talk about this stuff. Those topics get stale in a heartbeat. When you talk about those type of content, yeah, you got always have to deliver. Those people that ain't got no life, and those females, they struggle real hard. So you can't really blame individuals like that. You can blame the person that's doing it, and he has to blame himself what he's not doing. And this stuff can be tiresome. You know what I'm saying? It could be tiresome to your future. So you gotta look at the big picture. Oh, I'm with a gunner commander. He's at 94. Damn, fucking him up with this Gauss rifle. Oh shit, he killed me with this shit. Okay. Okay. Let me do something. He trying to blow up my shit. He trying to blow my shit. I got the Gatling laser. Yeah, what you gonna do now, boy? That's a female. Oh Lord. Speaking of a female, I'm fighting a female commander on here. Oh my God. Well, at least I got what I want. She had a T-45. Oh, she had a focused fiery laser pistol. Oh man, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. This is a female gunner. Oh man. I don't feel bad though. I don't care. She want to play a man's game, but this is what Bethesda want. Bethesda want that type of stuff. Man, this is wild. I ain't even tripping. I'm glad I used that Gatling laser. I'm glad I used that. I'm glad I used that. It's just a little sidebar comment. Oh my God, man. Woo. We say this offhand. y'all commenting. Since my last breakup on my relationship, I just have company on my terms when I have spare time, but keep a local John, a few baddies from out of town. Oh, he's from Philly. Okay, salute to Philly. Random weekends. Yeah, I don't blame you. I feed, but not a player myself. But I have no problem with the dudes or with the shits. It's these niggas online who are weak as. Yeah, they are. They are. They are. Yes, they are. That's why I laugh at them. Facts. Yeah, yeah. They are, man. It's a shame. I see this all the time. That's all they talk about, man. And then the females be laughing. Let me tell you something. These women that be sharing these stuff, they enable them that crazy, man. Like that stuff is they don't understand why Kevin Samuels got women followers. The stuff he was saying, they love that shit, man. It's just I mean, it's just wild, man. And it's just like they be on some crazy shit. Sometimes you just look at them and be like, man, these niggas be saying off the wall shit, and you just try to ignore them. But they ain't stopping. Shouts to the world class. He be destroying these dudes, man. Like every time when you talk about Aaron O and them guys, it's just ball game. They can't hang, man. They can't hang because I know football season's gone. I know NBA is on. Things like that ain't that much going on in the NBA, but a couple teams is looking good. Cleveland is they going in the playoffs, baby. That Donovan Mitchell, I told you, the Nets is doing good. Hawks is a strong 8. It's an interesting year. Interesting year. That's the NBA. Let's get off the NBA for a minute because I could talk about that for hours. If he has an NBA channel, he can get more subscribers. Yeah, NBA channels are great. They usually are. The only ones I listen to that's for the what's that called, the LBDC? What's that group that talks about sports a lot? Too Raw for TV. Yeah, he's cool. I listen to him and others, but they always talk about their sports. They know their stats too. Some of them me, but they do their homework. They do their homework. But you got other channels to talk about that too. They do live streams. They can't show the games, but they give you a commentary because they don't want to get popped by Google and YouTube. Because if you show the game, NBA will flag you or some weird stuff. But it's some crazy. Don't get me started. The sports world in YouTube is kind of wild to me, man. Like, bruh, like y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop doing this shit. Stop doing this shit, bro. Stop doing it. It's just so annoying, bro. Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's just like I understand that they don't want to deal with it all. My bad. Okay, cool, 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 cool. He's on a Bronx too, but once you get the top on that chili chick, then you'll be saying John too. If you know, right, right. And then he said, "No, no, it's no offense over here. It's no offense. You have a right." Yeah, but but it happens. I mean, I forget about that line. That I met a guy that was he's a Giants fan. He's from Jersey, right? He talks about that turnpike. That damn turnpike, I swear, man. But see, most people, if you, well, some people do, but the most people like that's in the cities, they don't believe in it. I got to talk about states and territories connecting to each other, accents. I got to do a stream on that because some people get caught up on that and they get emotional about it. So, no, 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 no. We deal with something like that down here too. And they say, "You from Bloomsdale?" I'm like, "No, I'm not too close, but but yeah." Oh, you moved to Indiana? Oh man, that's a big leap. So you moved to the Midwest. Yeah, Indiana's they've come a long way. They made some improvements. I think Ramil said Gary's trying to be the new Atlanta. I don't know about all that. Gary's been Gary for years, but no shots at Indiana. But I had a girl that tried to hit me up years ago in Indiana. So that's a whole nother story on that. But we ain't gonna get into that. Couldn't do the kid thing, but this is years ago. This is like 2009. I was like 21. I'm like, what the fuck? It was online back then. Because she saw my picture on a Moco space by accident. I posted myself, and then she liked it or some reason. You know how it is. See, you can't have nothing. You can't have nothing. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, 600 a month. Oh man. Yeah, it's plenty of place to live in the US, but as long as there ain't no wasteland like you see in Fallout, be like, what the fuck? And they say no, we'll be in bottle caps. What'd be funny is someone trolled as Preston in the no matter what chat room is or Ramil, if someone have a username say, here, I mark it on your map. Oh man. I mean, he's a meme. He's a meme in the Fallout community. Cause anytime when people talk about him, he's a meme for them. He's a meme for them. He is a meme for them. It's just like they love this guy so much. It's just like I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Damn, this time ain't going fast, but it's pretty much normal. But it's pretty much normal. But I'm just gonna sit here See what I'm gonna do next. I got my Gatling laser. I'm acting a damn fool. My, some people pronounce it Gauss or Gauss. My Gauss rifle. I'm railroad. Look at this. Oh my goodness. I need conserving. We're not losing it. But their creation club is something else. They got so many DLCs. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my jetpack. Uh, boom. Ain't much. It's pretty much, yeah, I done clear this area off. Let me see what's on the map. I done clear this damn area off. Yeah, I done clear this area off. It's pointless. What the hell I'm doing here? I done clear that cannery, Lukowski's cannery, long neck Lukowski's cannery. So it's pretty much, that's a pier parking. Okay. So, I ain't doing much. Is to get the bag over here. I don't blame you. Yeah, talk about overseas. See, y'all understand. Look, see, Soft has told you. Told you. See, that's what you do. That's what this was about. Is that most of them dudes is lost anyway. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad at them though. That's the thing about me. I don't care what they do over there because in reality, if you get exposed by any of these dudes and Nate and them, it's ball game, man. Like you messing up for everybody. I don't know why people travel for that and do that, and they on to that. Think they ain't gonna stop it. I don't care if they get mollywopped over there, but it is what it is. It's just dead, man. Everybody's on to that. I first heard of it in 2020. They said it was moving, but Spurlock, I mean, excuse me, he flipped on y'all. He flipped on y'all with a purpose. He flipped all y'all with a purpose. Let me stop. Nigga flipped on y'all like a purpose. Oh, he did 5 hours. Shouts out to my boy, man. Yeah, let me take him off the screen. Let me take my boy off the screen. Let me take him off the screen. I'll listen to that shit later. But it's pretty much like I see this all the time, but I understand that most people get caught up on that. I don't know what I don't know what's going on right here. Angry fan movement. URL was up. To my URL. Melly is so damn thirsty. What's her name? Melly Monaco. That's the most thirstiest woman of all YouTube. I swear. Even though her channel blew up, I mean, she's entertaining, but she is the thirstiest woman that wants some D, man. See, Melly's a prime example why these men they love her, but they don't want to admit it. But she's giving you the box for free. Oh man, rap producer is a term is created for producers that do everything in rap. Uh-oh. It's 3:30:31. Oh, Kuda's got a live stream. Yeah, he about to go live, y'all. That nigga about to go live. We just talked him up. That nigga about to go live. That nigga about to go live. Yep, yeah, he done went live. Yeah. Popped up on my screen. Powerade on the verge. After doing some thinking, I decided to step away from YouTube. I will no longer be uploading any content for this channel as this is not what I want anymore. I hope y'all understand the decision I made and thank you for y'all the support. Who's this? He did this. Oh, he's got 300 and okay. That's his gaming channel. Man, he wasn't getting no views. Man, that happens sometimes. Some people can't hack it, man. He did it for the wrong reasons. He did it for the wrong reasons. Yeah. He had an okay channel. I was reading on my subscription list. Now he calls himself Rap Deucers. Okay. And Stingray. They want to destroy masculinity. Oh, okay, here we go again. You gang goofy niggas can't even see the play. Shouts out to Absalon. He shared that with Ice Turner. Okay. Ice Turner's okay. He's cool. Black man, it's, lots happening right now. What does your mental say? Let's talk. Oh man, come on, bro. Quit talking. I say, hey, black man, nigga, calm down. Just get to the point, please. Stop bullshitting. Quit saying black man. Just get to the point, nigga. Stop over here. Say, ain't nobody listen to that. It's pretty much the same, but it's all blotchy. Yeah, yeah. It's been like I don't know if I want to go 2 hours. Did I went 2 hours last week? Because I can cut this short right now. Because ain't much. This fast time, but I got to see what's up right now. See, what did I do last Sunday? Did Sunday Madness? Did I did 2 hours? I did 2 hours last week. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I fucking did. The 56th edition. This is 57th edition. So it's pretty much like I done covered what I need to cover, but it's like I understand that people realize that I see a lot of going on. People don't like podcasts and things like that. They get in a moment and they just get upset and they be like, okay, this is what it is. They talk about relationships all day, blah blah blah. Everybody's getting into it, but the thing is, it can drain people, and they try to say they can do it for 7 8 hours. That's like those marathon strains, man. Sometimes people don't even like those, and I get it. I get the resentment of people not liking those, and they shouldn't, because that does lead distrust. But some people just enjoy entertainment, and I don't have a problem with people are entertained. I have no problem. I mean, this channel is good too, but my channel it talks about a little bit of everything. I examine what's wrong with these dudes, man. They be saying some off the wall stuff. Like it's like I've heard it in 2020. Y'all can quote me, Jerry Schuster. They were saying it. No, I heard this in 2020. They got issues, bro. They got issues. I don't know what it is with them, with so-called they against females and stuff like that. I understand the premise of the MRA and stuff, but a lot of times that's just reckless talk. This brigader, he need to go sit down with that brigader shit. Damn gunner. I miss one. That's the one I hit from across from the Ironworks. See, I already know the location of these areas. See, if I played enough Fallout series, that's man. I need to play the third game's got a lot of DLCs. I gotta have them all with the DLCs in it. I gotta find those that has all that. I think I can get them in Walmart because I saw some that you can get all the DLCs and stuff instead of from the store. I would definitely own those and come back to this and then play 76 and all that. It's a nice collection. Now the first two I know they're on PC. If Bethesda say we need to do that, we need to do that. So try to install or try to remaster. They try to say they ain't gonna remaster. They gonna do it. If these consoles get like PC like, everybody's into modding and shit. Y'all already know. They said Bethesda's got a modding community. They've always had. This motherfucker. Damn. Oh, took his leg off. Oh my God. Oh, I wish y'all can see it. I was playing. I just played in the it's a female captain's leg off. I took her leg off. Oh my god! And I had the hunter's rifle with a calibrated receiver, and I had my Sentinel power armor with me. She had an assault rifle, right? I have the hunters from the Creation Club DLC. It's a calibrated, powerful Manuel rifle. Man, I took her off with that shot with the leg shot on the left side. Damn. And I'll tell you, oh, okay, I won't tell you the perks I got. I won't tell you the perks I got. I got strength max. This is my strength and perception build. My endurance is to a 10. Charisma is like up to 8. Intelligence is a 9 because I got nuclear physicist. Agility is up to an 8. Lucky, I mean luck is really up to 3. I ain't maxed out my luck points yet. I'll tell you what perks I got under luck. I got Scrounger, Fortune Finder, Gunslinger on the other one, and agility. I got Gunslinger. I ain't maxed that out fully. I do have steady aim. I do have commando on 1 star. I got gun nut, lone wanderer, attack dog, hacker, of course, lock picking, a little bit of pickpocket. I got rifleman perk. I got the big leagues. It's got 3 stars. I need to max that out. Blacksmith, I definitely need that. I got heavy gunner. I got 2 stars. I got strong back, of course. Steady. Yeah, I told you about steady aim. And I got the penetrator. That's what it's called, the penetrator perk with the bullets. And I told you about nuclear physicist. That's a good perk. It's very useful. And then I got the inspirational. That's for the companions. I got local leader. Got science. They got some interesting perks, but the one I really want is the Adam Tom skeleton. I need that one. As soon as I max out Scrounger, I'm gonna try invest in Adam Tom skeleton. Then after that, I'm gonna get into the rest of the perks. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna focus on Scrounger so I can get a lot of ammunition. So I get Anatom skeleton and focus on the ones I need. I need demolition expert bad, explosive shit, and then I'm gonna get a bloody mess. I'm gonna try some of these perks. Try some of these damn perks. Need aluminum bad. And the power armor I'm using, it's an Enclave power armor. It's like the XO2. I tried the Hellfire. That power armor is beast. That's that. The Enclave armors are the shit. Let's just keep it real. I like using them. I just like using them. They got all types of meat on here. He said, "Buddy, running, gunning, and Fallout." Hell yeah! I mean, yeah, it's. Uh, I'm breaking bones on this game. This is my first character. I already completed it with the railroad. My next character is Brother the Steel. I'm gonna do that later. I gotta get some perks for him too. And after that, I'm just gonna chill, because I'm chilling on these characters. After I get another game, it probably I'll try them out and say I've played those, and I won't try New Vegas. That's got a lot of content. That's got a lot of content. I really want to try New Vegas so bad too. Because number 4 is very vital. I mean, Fallout something else. But yeah, I'll be breaking bones in this game. Like I learned a lot of these perks before I even make that decision with my other character. I'll use it as a base for that character. The next character, I'm just gonna look at it for what it is, what I like the most. That's basically what it is. Okay, 30 minutes in. Hey, yeah. I'm gonna take this down. Hold on for a minute. I know Kuda's live right now. He live. Yeah, he live right now. Cause I already know he live. He gonna be talking his ish. It is what it is. But that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Lady Boy Central. He out there. He said, I'm living out here in Thailand. I think I did a Thailand stream. What was it? It was 2 years ago. I did it 2 years ago. I think, yeah. It got fucked up by some weirdo named Gage or Cage, wherever his name is. Man, I can't stand, dude. Like these trolls at that time, they look at your channel and then they want to. Nah, they was trying to fuck up your channel. These white trolls, I can't stand them. They see a live stream, they gotta f it up, and I see right through them, because these dudes they just want to act crazy. I'm not with all that, and it's hard to live stream with them idiots around. They're weirdos, man. Yeah, man. I don't even trip like that, like this. But these live streams, they can be strenuous. So I did 2 hours last week. I'm gonna do an hour today. On a couple more minutes, I'm gonna end it because ain't that much going on. Because I know Sunday's kind of dry, but this is all I gotta say. Because I'm gonna get back to this game real quick. Then just chill for the rest of the day. Just relax. I ain't doing much. But I know there's some games on, some ball games going on. But shouts out to everybody, man. Shouts out to Tony, Soft Hands, and Tampa. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. It's not a problem like always. Sunday Madness, we talk about a little bit of everything. Dig Thug, it's been a minute, man. Dig, where you been at? I know you watch my other shit, worry about them other niggas, but Dig's gonna be Dig. Shouts out to Dig. I know everybody loves 3 syllables over there, but we don't care nothing about him like that. It is what it is. Because I know everybody's gonna go to Kuda and salute. But me, I'm not going to end the stream because of him. No, I'm just trying to chill, because normally I just do 2 hours and just keep running my mouth and just keep on going. I have something to talk about. But this week, it's just random. This is kind of random because I'm so focused on the series and I've been watching all their videos thanks to these YouTubers that I've seen that have old videos they have and they still making content. They still got their Twitters and everything else. And I've been watching Oxhorn and his lores. I'm like, man, this shit's addicting. It'll make you. I see why people like Fallout. And I try to turn that shit off, watch something else different, but it can get addicting. I'm playing. Oh, I'm playing. I'm sorry about that. It's Soft Sands. My fault. Excuse me for that. I I misworded it. I misworded it. I can't have see no way, but I know I have astigmatism. Yeah, in my was it my left eye? Yeah, my left eye. See, I can't even wear contacts. I got dry socks. I don't even be telling you about my personal business. Let me stop. But anyways, but yeah, these games is addictive, boy. Like I see why people go crazy with in the Fallout community, but I just glad I told y'all on the stream they don't like power armor. I'll explain that. I might have to explain that on the Thursday Thrills or something and talk why they don't like that. And I had to look at some videos like that. I gotta see some older content and new content. It's just like I gotta do my homework. And then vlog stream, be on the lookout. It's random. Be on the lookout. I may talk about the Fallen Bros and self sabotage. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna piece that together and write it down. I'm gonna talk about that. I gotta talk about that because that's destroying us as a whole. Self sabotage. You know what I'm saying? Self sabotage is what takes us out real easily. You know, the sun trying to pop out this cloudy weather. It's been raining since this morning when the time was up. All right, y'all. Until next time. In the name of the people of Israel, people of Yah, the children of Yah, of course. Shalom. Until next time, this is Sunday Madness, the 57th edition. Signing off, and I'm out. Until next time, and I'm out.